Hello?
Mr. Krauthamer, thank you for joining.
Yes.
Browsing through the solutions website, I came across the term solutions journalism. What is
Mhm.
that?
Solutions journalism is a concept that started with two journalists at the New York Times maybe 10 or 15 years ago. They were bothered by the fact that traditionally journalism looks for conflict. And that's how I was trained too. You look for the conflict and you write about conflict. If you can find a way to mention ways of resolving that conflict, that's good. But journalists look for dramatic events, conflict, disputes, arguments, that sort of thing. And yet, most people in most countries in the world don't go through lives like in a constant state of conflict. They in fact their lives are probably what we call a civilized or cultured way of life is actually completely dependent on many institutions and people working together and doing things that are more or less successful, even though they make there are obviously always problems with any institution. So these journalists at the Times, Tina Rosenberg and David Borneman, I think they began to encourage their colleagues to look for stories about successful initiatives to address social problems and social issues. And it's the key to solutions journalism that it's not supposed to be happy journalism, and it's not supposed to turn its characters into heroes or present them as wonderful people. It's supposed to find initiatives, organizations, even government programs that are being successful at addressing serious social issues, and then really taking a deep dive into those programs to explain to readers how they work in as much detail as possible. Really, solutions journalism is just like any other form of journalism, except we really stress the need for accuracy and the need to look into all sides of a problem.
Do you think that this is the best approach to journalism, or is it just different?
Solutions journalism is just one tool. They're always journalism must always cover conflicts and disputes because that is very important for the public to know about. So solutions journalism is one part of journalism, but it's not for everyone. It leaves out a lot of topics that journalists like to write about. Well, it doesn't leave them out. I mean, it encourages journalists to look when they're covering a serious issue, such as a war, climate change, or let's say homelessness, to not only look at the bad, at the obvious, the harm that's done to people or to the environment, but to try to look carefully for people and groups who are addressing these problems in a way that shows promise to actually do some good to improving these issues.
And how popular is this type of journalism among people?
It's getting more so. I mean, it's only been around for 10 or 15 years. It's getting more popular, and what's really encouraging is that it's getting quite popular in Central and Eastern Europe. There are news outlets in probably every country in this region that either specialize only in solutions journalism or have adopted it as part of their news strategy. So we work with people there are Czech outlets. Ukraine has several. Um, there are some in Serbia and Poland and other countries. So it is growing in popularity.
How do you think people would benefit from reading it in comparison to more shallow and fast news?
Well, I hope they would be, encouraged and to learn that not all news is negative, and that there are a lot of people who are really working hard to improve and people's lives, and that these initiatives actually work.